You say, enough is enough. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. Break the cycle. Make your move now, not when you feel ready. You know where big dreams go to die? In the endless planning stage. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. That moment is now. Stop living like you have 1,000 years ahead of you. You don't. If you're not frustrated enough with where you are, you'll never take the leap. The longest, most wasted time in the world. The hesitation between thought and action. That hesitation can stretch into forever unless you cut it off and move. Change isn't coming unless you change. Decide. Transform. You say, I'm afraid to make a change. And I say, that's okay. But let me ask you this, how afraid are you of not making a change? Picture this, you're 35. You hate your job. What's the cost? You're unmotivated. You dread waking up. The weight of it all is sinking in. Bitterness, resentment, cynicism. Your energy is drained, your work suffers, and worst of all, you start to shrink. Now, fast forward 10 years. Nothing changes. Nothing gets fixed. You're in the exact same place, but 10 years older. And if you can't break free now, what makes you think you'll break free then? So, ask yourself, who are you? Who do you want to be? What are you doing about it? You want to know the number one sign of someone who's truly hungry? Their sense of urgency. It's that simple. People say, you don't understand how bad I want this. Oh yeah? What did you do about it today? Oh, not today, but tomorrow. That's the problem. I'm going, you ain't hungry. Man, you just think you're hungry. You are not hungry. What if I told you in exactly 1 year all of your dreams would be reality that could be possible? If you just took action and actually started grinding. But you guys look at your goals is this big, massive, daunting thing. You're like, I can never achieve it. It's too far away. It's going to be way too hard. And then you spend the next 10 years suffering because you didn't want to commit to a year of hard work, a year of not sleeping, in a year of not being eating, a year of no partying. You don't want to commit to that, so you spend the next decade struggling. A lot of you guys have spent the last couple decades suffering, when in reality, if you just sacrificed for 365 days and went all in on you, and said to the noise that everybody else was saying, you can become the person you've always dreamed of being. It is that simple. Make your move before you're ready. I'll tell you where big dreams go to die. They go to the planning place, getting ready. Place from preparing myself, and it's the biggest con job we work on ourselves. There are so many bones of big dreams in that graveyard where people, it's always something that there's always going to be a set of reasons to wait. When are you going to take the risk? Impossible. It's just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in a world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare. You've got to develop a sense of urgency. A yell. You said stop living your life like you have 1,000 years to live in life. You either here today and you're gone today. If there's something that you want to do and you can't do it all at one time, do just a little bit of it. Like what Robert Schuller says, he said, by the yard it's hard, but inch by inch anything is aim. Do just a little bit of it. Comfort creates self-care, but discomfort create self-respect. If you're not setting a big goal, so big and so unrealistic that people laugh at you, you need to go back to sleep and get a bigger dream and wake up with something passion in your life and start chasing it. Now is the time to step up. Quit living this safe, comfortable, boring, average life. Do something that scares you. Do something that's going to make you alive. Do something that's going to make you grow and be able to give back in a bigger way to the world. Do something, let me tell you, something that will change your life if you let it sink in. Every single day you stay in your comfort zone, you're getting weaker. The human mind and body are not designed to be comfortable. They're designed to grow, adapt, and thrive under pressure. Comfort is a slow death, a prison that will keep you mediocre Forever you have to learn to embrace the pain, the fear, and the uncertainty. That's where all the growth happens successful. People live in discomfort, they make peace with the struggle because they understand that their future self depends on how much they're willing to endure today. When was the last time you did something that scared the hell out of you? If you can't answer that, you're not growing, you're not pushing hard enough. Get uncomfortable, get scared, get aggressive. Your comfort zone has no place in the life of a high performer. Let me give you the day that turns your life around. Disgust is a negative emotion, but it can have a very positive, powerful effect. Disgust says, I've had it. What an important day that could be. I've had it. It's called a life-changing day. The day you say enough, it's enough. There are 3 truths that every human being must accept before they change. Number 1, you have to be frustrated enough with where you are so that you say no more. Number 2, you have to be brave enough to admit and declare and demand more of yourself and of everybody around you. And number 3, you got to be disciplined enough to work for more. You do those 3 things, your entire life could change in a month. You must be willing to extend yourself to the limit with no guarantee of success every day. You must ask yourself, did I do enough? There's no limits. Don't let the world ever put limits on you. You can do anything you want to do, but make sure if you have a vision, make sure the vision is written. Make sure you have something to actually chase and not just hope and wish, and put your plan together and then work the plan. Don't work somebody else's plan. You have to create your own brand, yourself, and your brain is whatever you feel like doing, whatever your heart is passionate about chasing. It's not okay if you say you're going to do something and you don't come through, because there's only one person. It hurts when you say you're going to do something and you don't come through, and that's your willpower. And the more and more your willpower gets used to you saying things and not doing, your willpower stops having faith in the words that come out of your mouth. And the moment your willpower, your spirit stops having faith in the words that come out of your mouth. Whatever you start telling yourself, your mind is telling you, oh, whatever, he's not going to do it, she's not going to do it, he's all talks, she's all he's not going to do. In no substance, all looks, all sexy on the outside, all attractive, but on the inside no follow through, no follow-up, no willpower. Never ever put yourself in a situation where you hurt your willpower. Never. You have to have no fear. You have to have no fear. You have to believe in who you are and what you do, and just go and get it. If you're going to try, go all the way, otherwise don't even start. Well, you should be afraid of taking risks and pursuing something meaningful, but you should be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. Develop a sense of urgency.
A sense of urgency is a quality that is possessed by only 2% of the population. 2% of the population do things fast. 2% of the population have a bias for action. In my experience, when somebody wants it bad enough, they change. When the human decides they really want to change, they will change. All they need is an effective catalyst, whatever it is that you're pursuing to achieve or create or express in the world. I think a lot of people back out before that happens. For me, it always comes back to perseverance, persistence, high pain tolerance, an ability to suffer through discomfort, a welcoming of doing hard things, and willingness really just get started. Just get started. The longest time in the world is the hesitation between thought and action. Well, at least it has the potential to be the longest time. It can actually be forever. Einstein, his theory was that time is flexible. Time is pliable, and to prove that beyond what Einstein said, 1 second can actually become an eternity. That's how much it can flex. You can hesitate for 1 second to get started on something, a workout, a project, a task, something that you know you should do. You could hesitate for 1 second. That 1 second of hesitation, all of a sudden, it turns into 5 seconds, and then 10 seconds, and then 10 minutes, and then Just like that you drifted into the eternity zone decision. Making is a life-changing day. What an inspiring day. The day you can bring your have to. Decide. It's unbelievable how fast you can change your reality. Lock in, remove all distractions, go full-on mode. It can even happen in months, bro, that you go from zero to making tens of thousands in profit a month. I've seen it with my own clients in front of my own eyes, and within a year or two you're complete outside reality. So pay the price I paid. The price: late night, removing myself from friends. But what is the other price? The price you are paying right now for procrastinating on your dreams is that dream life you could have lived. You will never feel ready to do things that scare you. You will never feel ready to take that leap. Your brain is designed to protect you, and change requires risk. And so you are protecting yourself by saying, maybe tomorrow. If you want to change your life, you must make a decision to change your life every single day. You're given 24 hours. That's it, the same 24 hours as everyone else. The difference, how you use them. So ask yourself, are you making them count? Most people waste their time waiting for motivation, waiting for the right moment. But here's the truth, that moment will never come. You have to create it. One choice, one step, one action at a time. 1 hour of effort today can change your entire week. 1 week of focus can change your month. Imagine where you'd be in a year if you started right now. The pain of trying, it fades, but the regret of never starting, that stays forever. Be stronger, be better, be fearless. You want to change your life today? Make a decision, like focus on what you want, focusing on instead of what you don't want. Right? Focus on where you want to go instead of what you're afraid of. Now be the time for you to go after what you want, not wait another day. People don't do it because they go, I don't know where to start. Do whatever's next. Try anything. If it's wrong, try something else. That doesn't work, try something else, and you'll find it. Right now, tell me how you're going to be closer to your dream at the end of these 6 months. Then, if you don't take action versus if you take action today, do not wait. Do something that commits you to follow through later on. That's how our life changes. Little steps and big steps, and the big ones move us faster, and they take courage. Courage doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you're scared, but you do it anyway. There's going to be people from the past who are going to look at you and be like, oh, he changed. Yeah, that's the point. The point is to change, and these people aren't going to understand it because what you're doing is a solution into a problem that you recognize, and the problem that you recognize is you're not where you want to be, but all these other people don't recognize that as a problem. They recognize I'm right where I want to be, whether they are aware enough or not. It's a problem of awareness. When you start to go, which is working on the solution to the problem that you've recognized. These people that can't recognize the problem certainly don't understand the actions that you're taking to provide the solution, because they don't even see a problem. This is the reality of being a high ambition, high drive, high achievement driven person. Desire, wanting too bad enough. Who knows the mystery of that? We don't know, but here's something I do know. Sometimes desire waits for a trigger, waits for something to happen. Who knows what the happening may be? A song, the lyrics, a movie, the dialogue, a seminar, a sermon, a book, an experience, confrontation with an enemy. Whatever the experience, it's so valuable. And here's my best advice. Welcome all experiences. You never know which one is going to turn everything on. Don't put up the walls. The same wall that keeps out disappointment keeps out happiness. Take down the walls. Go for the experience. Let it teach you. First off, we've got to actually see the goal and the dream inside of our freaking minds. We've got to believe that's possible, even when there's no evidence and all the doubt is against you. You've got to believe it to yourself. No one else is going to give you the belief. It doesn't matter if the world believes in you. If you don't believe in it, it's never going to happen. So the only person it starts with is you seeing it and believing it. First, sometimes the goals I had happen 20 years later, 8 years later, 5 years later. These things take time. They're laughable and unrealistic because it's not going to happen in the next month. My big dreams aren't going to happen next week. They might happen 5, 10, 20 years from now. So yes, people should laugh at you because it should seem unrealistic that it's going to happen anytime soon. But then you know what you do, something interesting. You do something where you say, you know what? I'm going to master the skill of whatever it's going to take for me to be able to achieve this dream. I'm going to become a master of it first. Then I'm going to surround myself with a team of masters who are going to help me get there. And then you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the boring thing. I'm going to do it every single day, consistently for the next 5 to 10 years. And I'm going to consistently show up and build momentum and reach milestones, from little goals to bigger milestones. And it's continued to grow and grow and grow. And that's the way you can make something powerful happen. You step up every single day with consistency. You cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And anytime you're going to change, your life is going to get worse first, and then it's going to get better. People ask, do people have a fear of success like they have a fear of failure? I wouldn't say they have a fear of success. What they have a fear of is change. So they have a fear that something in their life is going to change. And the reason that they fear change, by definition, if you're going to try something new, something's going to get worse. If you're going to have a breakup and get out of a relationship, you're going to be alone for a little bit of time, and you're going to have a hard conversation. If you're going to try a new job, you're going to have a hard conversation with your boss.
You're going to have to go on a search. There will be times when you have no income, no stability, and life will feel like it's getting worse before it gets better. That's change, and that's what people fear. Not success, but the struggle that comes before it. The way to overcome that? Awareness, readiness, a decision. Ask yourself, in 5 years, will I be better off or worse off? That question alone can set you on the right path. Because here's the truth, no one can force you to change. You have to want it. Deep down, no one can talk you into it. No speech can magically transform you. Your fire has to come from within. And it's the same with anything, your health, your habits, your mindset. The best way to inspire change is to become the proof. So stop waiting. Be the example. Lead the way. ***.